Justin, do I have questions?
What was your meeting with the team like after this loss?
Yeah, we have just a couple things that we wanted to get better at. Obviously, the baseball play, which that's the coaching staff's job to improve that and responsibility in each area. So we'll take care of that. I just think, when you go through tough times, the competitive character, gets tested, and we're going to need to elevate our grade on that test, so to speak. And I have great faith in the players in terms of the people that they are, and believe that they'll be up for that challenge. And again, we're in a tough stretch of games right now, and it has a real opportunity to force growth because that only comes when things are a little bit uncomfortable. And so we need to grow, and we're getting tested, and we're going to have to answer the bell.
In the sixth inning, with that situation that caused you to get ejected, what sort of happened that sort of...
Yeah, so Jared hit a homer, and then him and the pitcher said something to each other. I literally did not see. The guys went out in front of the dugout like they typically do on a homer. I did not see what happened. But we both were given an unsportsmanlike warning by the umpire. So I just asked him when I went out there the first time, well, what happened? Like, what was said? And I think their coach did the same thing. And so they issued the warning. And then Hayden struck out, and the pitcher immediately said something to Hayden. And so it's like, why are we giving a warning if you're not going to enforce the rule? So I don't know if the umpire deemed whatever he said was not worthy of being ejected, but to me, there's no point in giving a warning if you're not going to do something about it when something happens 30 seconds after you issued the warning. And so, yeah, I have different feelings on getting ejected and what it means. I'll be staying in the game from this point forward for this year, at least with this team.
So that was not a ploy at all to fire up the team or anything like that?
Well, I was definitely standing up for them. Hayden, put his blood, sweat, and tears into this thing. He came back for a fifth season, not to get beat 12-2 by Florida on a Sunday. And, yeah, so it was totally for that. But if that's the best we can do from a response, it doesn't work. It used to be the thing, it should fire up the team, which we obviously needed to be fired up. But now I think, and I've felt this way a long time, so this isn't like specific to this team, I think they just look at, man, coach is losing his poise, so something's really wrong. So I don't think it has any value, and it clearly didn't have value for our team today.
Was there anything, were there other players who said things in this meeting after the game? Like, what was sort of...
I don't know. I said what I wanted to say. It was essentially two things, and I don't know.
When you look forward here, just what do you, I guess, hope to see over the next couple of days in terms of response?
Yeah, we won't practice tomorrow. We have to have the NCAA mandated day off tomorrow. So we won't practice tomorrow. We'll go at 1:30. We'll practice before the game on Tuesday against Southeastern Louisiana. And there's obviously a lot of baseball that needs to be improved upon, all phases. And then, the competitive character side of it. It's, it's got to mean something to you when there's a scoreboard on, and your team has to really mean something to you you're willing to invest everything that you have. And so for me, it was two separate games. There was the beginning of the game. I thought Thatcher pitched great for 4 innings. I thought we fought a really good pitcher that's going to be maybe the number 1 overall pick in the draft. And then we had some adversity. And then after being ejected, I watched every pitch, and it was not a good effort after I was ejected. I mean, I think we popped up 6 at bats in a row. I think there was a couple of strikeouts, and we gave up home runs, and that was disappointing.
2 weeks in a row, you've been run ruled on Sundays. Do you feel like this series especially is more of a wake-up call for your team?
They care. Like, this is not about them not caring. I think it's about playing better baseball. Sure, maybe there's some personnel adjustments that I need to make and those types of things, but it's literally just about playing better baseball. And then the, whatever you want to call it, like concentration, attitude, effort part of it, like, again, I'm talking from whatever it was the 6th inning on. I don't remember right now. That was clearly lacking. And, I hope I do hope that there's a lesson learned or wake-up call, to use your words, for them. Because that was tough to watch. I mean, on the TV, that was really tough to watch. That was like, you're dead, and you're actually getting to watch your life play out. And I would be disappointed if, like, I was actually dead and I was watching that happen. And that was not a good finish to the game today.
You mentioned competitive character. I guess how would you sort of define that for? What does that mean?
Well, I'll preface it as this: going into the day, that was a tough loss last night. That is really, really tough. I've had a couple of those over 20 years. In the regular season, that was a really tough one. So you already can go like, hey, man, you're going to have to rally today. And then really we haven't been very good on Sundays the last 2 weeks. So we're already fighting, that part of it with this tough loss. It's like, hey, man, I want one thing today, which is everything that you have from a competitive standpoint. Obviously, I care if we win or not, but it's not. I made it clear that's not what I was referring to. It's like you're facing a great pitcher. You got to take him. You got to take him. They get us. You got to take him down with us. Good lineup, offensive day at the ballpark. We have to be able to compete in the zone, find a way to get weak contact, and we did for 4 innings, and then we didn't at all after that. And so the stage was set for just what the expectation was today. It wasn't winning a series. It wasn't coming out on top in the game. It was one thing. There was no question that it was more important to us than it was to the opponent, and we fell short of that today. And it's disappointing. Those 4 innings are the most disappointed I've been in a long time. Well, we have a game on Tuesday at home, and right now we need to focus on the Tuesday game at home. And yeah, I mean, it's what an opportunity. I'm assuming they'll be the number 1 team in the country. You only get so many times you get to play the number 1 team in the country. We did last year, and I think the guys that were part of that will tell you that's some of the most exciting, best baseball they've ever been a part of, because it was approached the right way. So if it's approached the right way, I would be excited. And so with that being said, we have a lot of work to do to improve, and that's what I intend on doing.
What do you think happened? What do you think happened with Thatcher in the 5th inning?
I'd have to go back and look. We gave up a leadoff single. We got a guy out. I know we were trying to throw the ball out of the zone with 2 strikes, and that was the homer that Shelton hit. It was a good hitter, obviously, as you saw the rest of the day. He'd been 0 for 10 or 0 for 11 in the series up to, I think he went homer, double, or homer, hit one up against the wall. And then, they have good hitters. I mean, Evans again, and his 4 innings are really good, and it was a tough 5th inning for him. All right, thank you.
Thanks, Coach.